Man, imagine thinking me kicking me from the IT support group would matter at this point after your stupid fucking members tried anything other than an intellectually honest response. Christ, man. The contempt your people showed for the truth has left my mind reeling with disgust. I don't like people. To be truthful with you, I don't like them for a lot of reasons. I shouldn't have to be asked what my opinion is in order to be allowed to share that opinion with the community, ultimately. This is a very dumb social expectation, and if I broke the rule, I'm proud to have done it. I apologize for exactly nothing in that regard. Frankly, you all proved too dumb to do the only thing that what you would have to do, which was to debunk Jeffrey Paul's argument, but you couldn't do that, so you appealed to intellectually dishonest hackery, such as, but you use Facebook, which is exactly as analogously cringe-inducing as arguing that cigarettes are good for you because your friend Chris said that they were bad for you while smoking six packs a day. It really is that bad. Appeals to your opponent's hypocrisy are nothing more than a more emotionally satisfying and appealing kind of ad hominem fallacy, an argument against the man rather than against the man's logic. But you drag me across the field of debate as a red herring, as though my existence is even necessary for it to be true, ultimately, that Apple's operating systems are malware. Frankly, it was too tempting to bash Stallman into your heads, whether you wanted his opinion or not, because you were such insufferable fanboys that it literally felt good tormenting you. I not only don't care about being kicked, I stand by everything I said and double down on it. I was right, you all were wrong. Fuck you. And being kicked only proves my point. I don't like people because you Americans, you're such fucking bootlickers. For someone like Steve Jobs, you ride his dick constantly like he's Jesus and never call him out for anything. If I'm honest with myself, it's your fucking servility that I find so disturbing. I cannot fault an opponent's hypocrisy simply because I now realize after years of studying debate that it would be dishonest to argue a person was incorrect just for being hypocritical. The only way that I could ultimately fault them is to lie to myself. You see, I'm now aware that two wrongs don't make for a right, so if I'm a hypocrite for calling out the privacy abuses while using Facebook, I'm still right to call them out. I got kicked from the shitty IT support group. Oh well, bullet dodged, I guess. Learn how to fucking debate, kid. There really isn't anything else to, add to that. I mean, the disturbing part in such a huge way is that in the United States, this is what passes, you know, for, criticism or anything that even approaches a point. Everybody who had to be subjected to that shit is now dumber because they were subjected to it. Not at no point in the responses did anybody even come close to making anything that even resembled a valid counter argument or point. And everybody who had to sit through that is now dumber because they had to be subjected to your idiocy in response. All they've done is pick up on a bunch of bad habits when it comes to actual debate. Yeah, I mean, you've and this is another thing, that I find so like when it comes to dealing with people, which is, they still can't seem to process that somebody like me is utterly indifferent to the use and deployment of the metaphorical stick, basically. So the stick was deployed against me by kicking me from the group, and yet all I feel like is I just won the lottery. I will, the day that I die, I will still feel like I just won the lottery. My emotions will never change at all. I apologize for absolutely nothing. I was right, and every one of my opponents was utterly scorched earth defeated. I won. Fuck you all. Apple is malware.